Hey guys, so I'm homesick today, so there's going to be three things that you guys complete in class today. You guys, of course, need to stay in your own seats today. For those of you guys who are gone yesterday, I'll explain what you guys need to do first. But for those of us who were here yesterday and are here in class today, the three things you guys will complete are going to be the correction of your notes worksheet from yesterday, which looked like this. Then you guys will staple that to your notes. Then you will complete the 1.5 Ice Pop modeling quiz. You guys may use your notes for that. And then finally, you guys have a crossword puzzle that you're gonna work on for the rest of class. That crossword puzzle will be due on Thursday. We do not have class tomorrow due to the Helena High tour. Okay, so first of all, for those of you who were gone yesterday, you need to complete first this Phases of Matter assignment. So there's a part you need to do inside of the PowerPoint, but there's also a worksheet that you guys will need to get from the guest teacher to complete as well, and that's going to be what you add to your notes. So you guys will need to come back and watch this video later for the corrections, or come get the corrections from me later, add it to your notes, and then you guys will be able to complete the 1.5 Ice Pop modeling quiz. And then you guys can also still get the crossword today to work on, so that will still be due on Thursday for you guys. You'll just have to do that as homework. Okay, so for those of you guys who were gone yesterday, make sure you guys watch this video. It'll talk you guys through the assignment. You should get a new note sheet for this unit. If you were gone yesterday, I've already written your name on one of those, so grab that. And then you'll work through the assignment, complete the little worksheet that we're going to go over right now, and then staple that to your note sheet, and you'll be able to use that for the Ice Pop modeling quiz, which you'll have to do on your own. So in that video yesterday, I went through the solids, so I'm not going to go through that. I'm just going to go through the liquids and the gases. I'm not going to go slow on this. I'm not going to pause. I'm not going to let you guys get these repeated by the guest teacher, because you guys should have already completed this. If you did not, that is your own fault. So I'm not going to go slow enough where you can get the answers from me. Okay, but you'll still be able to correct your answers if you need. Okay, so I'm going to do the liquids first, which are right over here. So the first blank here is flows and can takes the shape of its container but stays on the bottom. Liquid's attraction is medium. As far as a macro scale drawing, you might draw some like fluid kind of taking up the whole space here on the bottom of your container. Notice how it's staying at the bottom of our little box or our little container. Molecules are going to move around each other and its volume is fixed. It's very hard to change the volume of liquid. Kinetic energy is medium. And then as far as the molecular scale drawing, you guys would draw some little liquid molecules down here all at the bottom. They have enough space to be able to move around each other, and they're not quite as compact as you guys saw in the solids. Okay, then for your gases, okay, so for your macro scale drawing, we talked about this yesterday. If we had a gas filling this little container, this little box here, it would be invisible, so I wouldn't draw anything at all. I would maybe, if at the very least, if you need to write something in there, I'd write invisible. Gas molecules are too far apart to be seen. Okay, so for this first little cloud, has no visible shape and fills its container by changing its volume, so it's easy for us to compress and expand gases. Attraction is really, really low. Those molecules don't want to be anywhere near each other. Kinetic energy is high. If we were to take water and boil it and turn it into a gas, we'd be adding a lot of energy, so the kinetic energy is high. Molecules are spaced far apart and move away from each other. Okay, and then for your molecular scale drawing, if this was our container, we would maybe draw some molecules spread out far apart from each other, something like that. Okay, as far as our phase change arrows in the middle go, you guys were supposed to label these 5 blank arrows. So moving from a solid to a liquid is melting. So this arrow here would be melting. Liquid to a gas is going to be evaporation. Gas back to a liquid is going to be condensation. Liquid to a solid is freezing. And then solid to a gas is sublimation. This is what we see when we look at dry ice. It goes directly from being a solid directly to a gas. It never exists in a liquid form in a substance like that. Okay, so that's the answer to your note. So you guys here in a second will make sure your notes are correct. You'll staple them to your note sheet from yesterday. And then you guys will move on to your test taking position. So go ahead, take a second, pause this video, make sure everybody's notes are set so they can use them on the quiz. And then I'm going to have you guys move into your test taking spots. So the 2 outer rows need to move to the end of their tables. Middle rows, 1 person from each table needs to move away from their table, not just to the end, so they can sit at one of the blank tables or the empty tables in the back of the room. If there are someone gone from some of the outer tables, you can fill in their spot on either the end of the table or their normal seats. Or you can sit at the front counter, so spread out from each other so there's not two people at the middle table. So again, pause this video, make sure your notes are taken care of, and move to your test taking spots. Okay, everyone should be in their test taking spots now. You should have your notes in front of you. Again, if you guys got your assignment done from yesterday, those should be very helpful for this modeling quiz today. If you didn't quite get them done, that's on you. Okay, so this is going to be your modeling quiz. On slide 2, you have the instructions and the link. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the link and talk you guys through your instructions. Okay, so it says, show how an ice pop and the molecules it is made of are different before and after it melts. So we're going to be looking at 2 different phases, before a popsicle melts and after it melts. So think about what those 2 phases are. Use the pencil, press the pencil icon to edit the substance description for the ice pop before and after it has melted. Show how the molecules are moving, and then select the statements to describe the appearance of the substance, and then select a phase. So basically this is what you guys are being graded on, is how the molecules are moving, the appearance of the molecules, and then the phase the ice pop is in before and after it melts. Okay, so if I go ahead and select the pencil, this is before it melts. So I would choose the phase, either gas, liquid, or solid. I would choose only one of these molecules to show how the molecules are moving in that phase. So either moving around each other, no movement, moving in place, or moving apart. Okay, and then as far as appearance go, you guys are going to select all that applies for that phase. So again, this phase that we're doing right now is before a popsicle melts. So what phase is that? Solid, liquid, or gas? And then what appearances do we have? Again, these should be on your guys' notes. So choose all that apply. Once you guys do, I'm just going to select some random stuff. Okay, this isn't right, so don't copy these. I just selected random things. So it should look like this when you're done. Okay, then after it melts, you're going to do the same thing. Select the phase that it is after the icicle or the popsicle melts. So gas, liquid, or solid. Select all the appearances that apply to that phase, and then how are the molecules moving. Once you guys choose stuff here, you guys would screenshot this and put it into your ice pop modeling on slide 3. Okay, and then you guys will turn that in. Make sure that you guys do your exit ticket before you exit out. Make sure you guys let it save before you exit out, and then you guys can go ahead, hand that in. Once you've handed it in, you can grab the crossword puzzle from up front and take it back to your normal seat, and you guys can use your notes for your crossword puzzle. If you get stuck on a clue, come back to it later and then see if you guys can use some of the other crosswords to help you figure out the answer. Make sure you guys are spelling things correctly. Make sure you put your name on that. If you finish before the end of class, turn it into the box at the back of class. If you did not finish, it's homework. Again, that'll be due on Thursday because we do not have class on Wednesday. At the end of class, make sure you guys put your note sheets on the side counter, please. And I hope you guys have a good day. I'll talk to you later.